fill out a credit card application, say that you're somebody else, and then get a credit card or a line of credit in that person's name, and then spend money on that person's credit card, affecting that person's credit, when it's all a sham. When that person, let's say that person's in jail. Let's say that person got arrested on March 28th, let's say. And then let's say that on April 1st and April 7th and April 10th, you applied for 3 separate lines of credit with the same bank, let's say Capital One, while the actual person whose name and social security number that's applying, whose credit is being used, is in jail, and I'm referring to me, okay? I was arrested on March 28th in front of the federal building, and I went to jail at the Washington County Detention Center. During the first 10 days, while I was in jail, incarcerated at the Washington County Detention Center, I somehow miraculously managed to open 3 separate lines of credit with Capital One. Now, while I was in jail, these credit cards were mailed to my residence, 678 East Fairlane. Those credit cards got used to buy stuff, and all those credit lines got ran up, maxed out, and then the credit cards got defaulted on. That was identity theft. That was bank fraud. Whoever perpetrated that crime, whoever filled out credit card applications to Capital One in my name and signed my name and used my social security number and my address and my email and all of my information while I was sitting in jail, is guilty of bank fraud. So we could probably do an investigation. Actually, when I called Capital One, I'm like, what's going on? Because I don't have credit. I haven't used credit since 2007. And when my ex-wife decided to divorce me, I thought, well, I may have to use credit again. So let me get on creditkarma.com. So I went on creditkarma.com, and it showed that I had 3 Capital One defaulted bank accounts. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? How can that be possible? I haven't used credit since 2007. And this is like 2017 or 18, whenever she decided she was going to divorce me. 18. Yeah, 2018. I got on creditkarma.com, and I was like, hey, how do I have 3? This must be identity theft. They said, well, I don't know. These things are filled out, and the statements have been, the credit cards were sent to your address, and statements are sent to your address, and some payments were made sporadically here and there, but then, everything just went to hell in a handbasket and didn't get paid. And anyway, they said, well, you probably ought to talk to some people in your household, because the email here, looks like maybe this was just a misunderstanding with you and a family member. Why don't you talk to someone in your family? Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Also, by the way, when the lady from the escrow company called me and said, oh, hey, we're trying to settle this real estate transaction here so you can sell your property and, get Heather's name off of it. She has to sign, and you have to sign, and you're going to sell this place. And she gets her money and you get your money and all that. And they said, oh, but by the way, there's this like $3,800 Capital One judgment against your property because of another Capital One credit account that Heather defaulted on. So here's the thing. Every single credit account that Heather has ever opened has been fraudulent, and she has defaulted on every single one of them. She has never, ever carried through and paid for an account. She has maxed them all out, overdrafted them all, defaulted on all of them, and then run off. Heather is a fraud. Everything she does and says is a fraud. Oh. I don't even know if I should get into this, but let's just say fraud goes into all kinds of different other areas too. Anytime that you gain a power position, for instance, you can file a fraudulent protective order. If you go in and tell a judge some